Good morning, students of Class 6. Hope you are safe and healthy and enjoying your online classes. Today I am here with a new lesson or a concept in grammar. Before that, I like to explain that you have 3 books in English for this year. Do you know that? One is Honeysuckle, consists of prose and poem. Second is your Pact with the Sun, your supplementary reader. And third is your grammar book, that is Enjoying Grammar. Do you have any doubt in your books? Now it's clear. So today we are going to discuss lesson 3 from your grammar book, that is articles. It seems very interesting and easy topic. When it comes to articles, you all have learnt before in your lower classes. But one question that comes to our mind is when to use a, when to use an, and when to use the. Are you often wondering where to use a, an, or the? However, a good grasp of the articles will improve your confidence in speaking and writing in English. And today, I am going to make that confusion easier to you when to use a, an, and the. I have divided this lesson into 2 parts, Part 1 and Part 2. In Part 1, we are going to look at the basic uses of the articles. And at the end of the lesson, with a gap filling exercise to make sure that you have understood their uses very well. Then in Part 2, we are going to focus on the definite article the, and also look at the cases when you must not use article. By the end of these 2 lessons, you will have a much better idea when to use these 3 small words in a right place. Can you understand? So, are you ready? Let's start with Part 1, Articles. In today's class, we will learn what are articles, types of articles, and uses of articles. Can we? Articles. A and the are the articles, and they are the most commonly used words in the English language. Where are they used? They are used before a noun. So, a and the usually comes before a noun. Here I am going to ask a question. What is a noun? You have learned in your lower classes. Can you remember that? What is a noun? A noun is a special kind of word and it is a part of speech. Nouns are words that name a person, place, thing, and an idea. In other words, we can say that nouns are naming words. Can you remember that? For example, the dog runs. In this sentence, which is a noun? Dog. Dog is a noun here. That is John. In this sentence, John is a noun. The sun is hot. Which is a noun? Sun. Very good. I like apple. Apple is a noun here. Can you understand what is a noun? Now you understand what is a noun. So, article usually comes before a noun and they are used to point out things, people, animals and place. A and the are the articles. Articles are of 2 types. They are indefinite article and definite article. A and an are indefinite articles and the is the definite article. Now we are going to see about indefinite article. Already I told you a and an are indefinite articles. Why we call it as an indefinite article? Because it does not refer to any particular person, place or a thing. They do not point out any particular person or a thing. They always suggest any person or anything. For example, a chair. Here it refers to any chair. An elephant. It refers to any elephant. It can be a white elephant or a black. A fan. It refers to any fan. A temple. So here it is not specific. It refers to any temple. So remember, they are indefinite and not specific. Indefinite article comes before singular common noun. Already I told you what is a noun. Now what is a common noun? A common noun is a word that does not refer to any particular person, place or a thing. It gives a common name to a person, place, animals or a thing of a small class or a kind. For example, it is his dog. Dog is a general name for the animal. They live in a city. Here, city is a general name for the place. Can you understand what is a common noun? Use of a or an. The use of a or an depends on the sound of the first letter of the word, not on the actual letter of the word. So what you want to see is just hear the sound of the word, don't see the actual letter of the word. So children, it depends on the sound. Just for an example, pen. The first letter of the word is P and it makes a pa sound. Can you understand? There are 26 alphabets in English language and each alphabet has its own phonic sound. For example, A says A, B says ba, C says ka and D says da and so on. All the alphabets have a unique sound. From these 26 alphabets, A, E, I, O, U. These 5 alphabets are known as vowels. Have you studied in your earlier classes? Vowels. It gives vowel sound. A, E, I, O, U. Any words which begins with the vowel sound is fixed with an. That is, an is used before a word beginning with the vowel sound. For example, an engine, an orange. Engine, the first letter is E, so it gives vowel sound. And in orange, the first letter is O, it gives a vowel sound. Usage of an, where you are going to use an. Example, an in pot. What is the first letter of the word? I. I has a vowel sound. So, use an before a word beginning with vowel sound. An in pot. Your next one is an honest man. An is placed before the word honest man. Why? H is not a vowel. Can you guess? But H is silent here and it gives a O sound. Honest man. So the word beginning with H but the pronunciation starts with a vowel. For example, an R. An honest man. So it gives O sound. An is placed before abbreviations like MLA, MA and LLB. The first letter of these words are M, M and L. It is not a vowel, but it begins with a vowel sound A. Therefore, we use an before them. Even though the word beginning with a consonant letter, it have a vowel sound. So, you are going to use an before this. Can you understand the usage of an? Other than A, E, I, O, U, the rest of the alphabet is known as consonants. B, C, D, F, G, H and so on are consonants. When a word starts with a consonant sound, we use A before them. For example, a ball, a lion, a tree. The first letter of lion is L. It is a consonant sound. The first letter of tree is T. It gives a consonant sound. So you are going to use A before a consonant sound. Usage of a, where you are going to use a. For example, a boy, a table. What is the first letter of the word? It is B and T. B and T have a consonant sound. So, we are going to use A before a word beginning with a consonant sound. Can you understand the first example? And your next one is a one-eyed giant. A is placed before O. But why? O is a vowel, so it should be an, right? No. One is beginning with a consonant sound W. Therefore, we use A before one-eyed giant or 1 rupee coin. So, it gives a sound W. Can you understand? Your third example is a useful thing. A is used before U again. Here U is a vowel, right? But it is starting with a consonant sound Y. So, a word which has a consonant sound, we are going to use A. For example, a university. So, U gives a consonant sound Y. Can you understand that? So today we have learned that articles are among the most common words in the English language. A, and the are the three articles. A and an are the indefinite articles because they do not refer to any particular person, place or thing. Can you understand till this? In part 2, we will continue with definite article the. I hope you understand till this. Next, what you are going to do is take a paper and a pen. This is a small exercise in articles. You are going to use indefinite article a or an in front of the following words. We are going to do this, and in next class we are going to see about definite articles. Thank you.